Mark, so Teddy Atlas reacts to Shakur Stevenson's win over Robson Kaseki. Made about like 10 tweets. Yeah. Shakur responds. What's your thoughts on Teddy Atlas with the situation entirely?
Well, with Teddy Atlas, man, it's just I definitely got I disagree with a lot of things that he says, and I've had several problems with what he has said in the past, and it goes back to how he would I don't like how he shits on certain fighters. You know what I'm saying? And a lot as of lately, he's been seeming to side more with the MMA side than the boxing side, which is confusing because boxing made you who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like without boxing, nobody would know who you are. You would just be another fan, and people wouldn't respect your opinion as much if you wasn't a boxing coach. You weren't an MMA coach, you were a boxing coach. And I feel like there's some type of loyalty that should come with that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you feel like MMA is doing better or making the better fights, there's still some type of loyalty that you need to have with boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that was corny. And I disagree with a lot of things he says. Even when it came to Mike Tyson, he was on a Joe Rogan podcast talking about Mike Tyson was 0-5 and all this crazy stuff, as if Mike Tyson wasn't who he was. You know what I'm saying? He says a lot of crazy things about Deontay Wilder whenever he gets the chance. And now he's talking about Shakur, calling him boring and he lacks power. But at the end of the day, Shakur is winning. You know what I'm saying? It seems as if he's just taking the pessimistic route and just trying to point out as many negatives as he can. And with the guy like Shakur Stevenson, who's a promising talent, it's like why are you finding so many negatives within this game? And as a trainer, if you're a trainer, you should be looking to find ways to give some type of positive criticism to make him a better fighter. Or, I mean, you can say negative things or put it in a way where you want to see the fighter fix those mistakes and make him a better fighter. It sounds like as if he's just taking a bitter approach to it, and I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't expect that kind of rhetoric to come from a trainer. Like, he sounded like a casual.
Exactly. He sounds like a fan. He sounds like one of them dudes who just rips people on Twitter, and you never see them in real life. But this guy, Teddy Atlas, is a real trainer, and he's coming off like a hater.
Now, mind you, I like Teddy, but for his criticism, he kept talking about the power and boring to watch. You're a trainer. Right. You don't care if your fighter is boring to watch. You care if he's fundamentally sound and he's winning fights.
Yeah, and then like he'll praise European fighters who aren't necessarily known for their power either. Like Lomachenko has a high knockout ratio, but it isn't necessarily from his knockout power. I don't see Loma knocking people out with one punches often. Alexander Usyk, he's not the biggest puncher, especially at heavyweight, and he gets the praise. I see a lot of European fighters getting the praise, but then whenever there's an American fighter, it seems as if he comes across bitter, or I just think he's a hater, man. And from one of the last guys you trained wasn't a big puncher either, but you praised him, and that was Timothy Bradley. He wasn't as technically sound as Shakur Stevenson, not as skilled as Shakur Stevenson. And in my opinion, I think Shakur got a little bit more pop with his punches than Timothy Bradley. So if you're feeling that way about Shakur, how about one of the fighters that you trained previously? How do you feel about him? You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that just came across wrong, and I didn't like it at all.